Hey, Chris Hagan here. We're out front of CPR, cell phone repair, CPR. Get it? Pretty cute. Now, we all got cell phones. Some of us have dropped them on occasion. What do you do at that point? Maybe your phone's doing something weird. You don't want to have to set up an appointment with the Apple people or whatever. What do? You come here to the cell phone repair shop. I think that this is Festus. I'm next to Papa John's. I'm next to Midwest Regional Bank. We got Sonic over here. So they got a great location. Yes, the coronavirus is going on. I'm going to lose the mask for a while. I'm going to roll the dice and take my chances. And let's go inside and meet the owners. I'm going to let my cameraman go in first. So there's going to be some changes going on in here. We're not getting into that, but they got all different kinds of stuff for the cell phone. There she is, the owner. This is Jen. She also owns a travel agency. We're not going to get into that just yet. So what kind of phones do you guys work on?
We work on iPhones, on Galaxies, on pretty much anything. There are a couple things that, like the newer iPhones that we're still working with because of Apple.
Yeah, so whenever a manufacturer comes out with a new product, they do things to make it hard
for us
to work on.
Us little guys to work on.
Yeah, so hopefully all you people out there with the new iPhone 12s, you haven't dropped it yet. But for the dinosaurs like me on the iPhone 8s, yeah, there's going to be things and questions. So, so out here doesn't really give us a good representation. Let's follow Jen to the back,
Okay.
where the sausage is actually made.
Chad's working with somebody
Oh,
right now.
wait, we're waving to Chad. There you go. Okay, so this is the back room. This is where everybody, you waited on me the other day, didn't you?
Yep.
All right. So I'm guessing that people are really, really attached to their phones.
Very attached, right, guys? They're really attached to their phones.
Yeah.
Might have pictures on their phone that they don't want anyone else to see, videos, passwords, banking information,
Correct.
the launch codes, all that stuff. But yet they got to bring their phones in here that they dropped in the toilet, right? They dropped in the glass shattered. Maybe there's like a piece of rice in the where you plug it in.
Yeah, we've had a few that gotten run over by cars.
Yes.
Run over by cars. I've not done that, honey. I have not ran over my phone. So it's Tuesday.
Yes.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I have an iPhone 8. I have an Android whatever. It's broke. I really need it fixed.
Yes.
How many days is it going to take to get it fixed?
Jesse, you want to answer that?
Yeah. So it depends on. All right. So an iPhone 8 is 1
iPhone
hour.
8.
It kind of depends on the Android model.
Okay.
Most Samsungs take 2 hours.
2 hours.
Most
Yeah,
iPhones.
Most iPhones take 1 hour. Most Samsungs take 2 hours.
Okay, so we're talking 1 or 2 hours, and your phone's up and running. Now, do you guys have to have the passwords and everything to get into the phone?
I'll come over here.
Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, so we asked for the password because we want to get in and make sure everything's working properly.
Right.
We want to make sure the front camera, the rear camera, the proximity sensor, the touchpad, everything's working properly.
Okay.
There are times where people request us not to give us their password.
I would think that would happen a lot.
So we've had
Because we worked on computers and nobody
we've
wants to give me a
had
password.
people in here with private information are like, we can't give that to you. No problem. When you come back in, we'll have you put your passcode in. We'll run through all the tests with you and make sure everything's working.
Yeah.
So no
Yeah.
problem.
So, in the time that it will take you to drive to St. Louis and back,
We're busy.
your phone's done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because if you're in DeSoto or Festus Crystal City or Farmington, wherever, and you're going to go to the Apple store or whatever, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to fix it while you're there. At least they never did mine. They always had a special deal where I could get a new phone
Right.
and walk out with that one, but
Right.
mine's going to be a week or so. I think that's absolutely amazing, and that's why you should click share on this video and maybe say you can get your phone fixed in about 2 hours. What about iPads?
So iPads, we generally ask for a day.
Okay.
They take a little bit of time to get apart, and then once we get them apart, we gotta glue in some pieces.
Okay.
It takes an hour or two for that adhesive to set up. Then we gotta go in, get it back together, test everything, and then seal them and wait for that adhesive to clear or dry. So that takes another couple hours. So we generally ask for a day on my iPad. But
Now, I don't know how many of you have drones. I bought a drone, I charged that sucker up, I fired it up, and I never have seen it again.
you're not the only one that's
I mean, it was amazing. I mean, that was like the... If it was $100 worth of fireworks, I'd have been pretty impressed
Right.
because I mean,
It's gone.
and not that no one's ever found it.
Yeah.
So you guys repair the ones that don't get lost. The
Yeah,
ones
and
where
we're-
people like me crash.
We're the only ones around that.
As far as I know, we're the only ones around.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's not many people repairing drones.
Drones.
And I'm sure that there's $25 drones that aren't worth fixing, but a
Right.
lot of the drones are
drones
around
are very
$500-600, and you want to fix that. And obviously, if it's $1,000 or up, you definitely
Right.
want to get that one fixed. What about batteries? And I mean,
We do a lot of batteries and phones.
Okay.
We work on a lot of laptops. We do batteries and screens.
Really?
and
Laptops on,
Yeah.
laptop?
We also work on a lot of game systems: PS4s,
Okay.
Xboxes, controllers, Nintendo Switches.
do kids get mad and like throw that stuff, and that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
it's broke? Or do they just
I think
wear it?
adults
Adults
get
do it.
mad.
Happens to pretty much everybody. I have that happen.
So
That's why we're here.
yeah.
All right. So Jen and Chad Evans, they're the owners. Here's the crew that makes everything happen. A great business right here in Festus, Crystal City. Again, you're by Sonic, by Papa John's.
Right.
It's probably one of those businesses that you drive by and you don't really pay all that
Pay
much attention
until
to.
you need
Been
us.
around for a long
Exactly.
time.
And
Yeah.
yeah, you guys were back behind Main Street next to
Correct.
my business for
Yeah.
several years, and I know you guys always had a big crowd
Yeah.
that came in there. So, guys, thank you very much. I've known
Chris,
you
thank
guys
you
for
very much. We
years.
appreciate it.
Remember, click like and then share this little video from the Chris Hagan Experience.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks.